So, hello, juniors. We are going to continue with the concepts in mole concept. Just when it was the introductory video last time, we went through very simple things where we just described regarding the calculation of molecular weight and even mole. But now onwards, we are going to deal this thing in much detail. See, whenever we are dealing with mole concept, always keep two things in mind, that whenever you coin the word 1 mole, you are coining something which is equal to the atomic weight or molecular weight of the sample that is under study. What does this mean? If I say that H2, then we know that 1 hydrogen is equal to 1 gram, so 2 hydrogen will be equal to 2 gram. So this sample will be 2 gram, and this 2 gram equals to 1 mole of H2, means 2 gram of H2 will contain 1 mole of H single bond H kind of molecule. And from the last video, if you carry forward, 1 mole is already said to be equal to this number, which can also be represented by Na, that is Avogadro number. So when someone just informs us that they are having 2 gram of H2, we must confidently inform them back that 2 gram of H2, if you are having, then the number of pieces of H2 with you will be equal to Avogadro number. So now, depending on this concept, we will be learning the number of atoms, number of molecules, number of proton, number of electron, neutron, etc. So now comes our first typical question. If I say for SO2, which is equal to 64 gram, calculate the number of SO2 molecules, calculate the number of S atoms, calculate the number of O atoms. Remember that SO2 is a molecule which is formed when one S atom and two O atom combine. Remember this very well. Over here, if this number is equal to molecular weight, then the number of SO2 will be equal to exactly 1 mole, and that is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So we will learn this one example through a theory, and then I'll just give you good formulas that will make your task very easy. See how. If I say, so first I need to calculate the weight of SO2. S plus O plus O. 32 plus 16 plus 16, and yes, it is 64. It means when I get the weight equal to 64, the number of SO2 molecule present will be equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23, or equal to Na, that is, yes, Avogadro number. Now, once I have this Avogadro number clear in my mind, see what I'll do. The next thing that I am going to deal is much more important. See how. We were in SO2. The weight of SO2 was 64 gram given in the question paper. The very first thing that you need to do is number one, calculate the molecular weight as always. And when you are calculating the molecular weight, you know the method to calculate the sum of atomic weight is always equal to molecular weight. So over here it is sulfur plus oxygen, and we know it is 32, 16, 16. So we will end up with 64 gram. When we end up with 64 gram, we know that yes, I have the equal weight. You have a formula that mole is equal to weight upon molecular weight. Always remember that the weight that is given in question paper is WT, whereas the weight what you calculated is a molecular weight. So it is 64 divided by 64, you will end up with 1. So now I am knowing that I am having 1 mole of SO2. So this is first thing. Seeing from here, I can understand that in 1 mole of SO2 there are 2 moles of O. So now 1 mole is equal to 1 Na. So number of SO2 molecules is equal to, you have to do a very simple thing in exam, weight divided by molecular weight into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. You are given a weight 64. You are given a molecular weight 64 and multiply by 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. I will end up with this number, and this number beta can also be represented by Na. So I will say that in 64 gram of SO2 there are, in 64 gram of SO2 there are 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 SO2 molecules. Now number of S atoms, number of O atoms. You know that in one SO2 the number of S atom is 1. So your formula is atom per molecule multiply by weight upon molecular weight into, yes, you can write it in place of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So number of S atom is, sorry, 1 multiply by weight multiply by molecular weight into Na. So we know that number of sulfur are 1 Na or 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Going for O, we know that in one SO2 molecule there are 2 O. Therefore 2 multiply by 64 divide by 64 into Na. Beta, in place of Na you can very well write 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So yeah, your answer is 2Na. So this is how I can say that in SO2 64 gram, the quantity of S is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23, whereas the quantity of O is 2 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So this is how the concept of mole begins from here. You can also add to this the concepts of oxygen and sulfur in the terms of electrons. See how. For the same SO2, if someone asks me the number of proton in 64 gram of SO2, I know that one SO2, single SO2 means 1 of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 contains how many proton? Sulfur contains 16 proton, one oxygen contains 8, second oxygen contains 8. So total number of proton will be, very good, 32. Now 32 proton per SO2 molecule multiply by total weight given multiply by divide by molecular weight multiply by Avogadro number. This will help me to write 32 Na. It means 32 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 is the total number of protons present. I think you are getting it. Now, number of electrons, we know the number of proton is equal to the number of electrons, so no need to calculate, 32 Na. And number of neutrons, we know that in sulfur there are 16, in oxygen there are 8, so it will also end up to 32. So this is how you can calculate. Let us take another interesting example in the same module, H2O. See, the magic of chemistry begins now. When I say H2O, it is 18 gram. Sample is 18 gram. You very well know that molecular weight is 18 gram. So number of H2O molecule is equal to weight upon molecular weight multiply by 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So your answer will be very interesting. Number of molecules. Now going for number of H atom, you know that H atom are 2 in H2O. So 2 H atoms per H2O multiply by number of H2O. Number of H2O is number of moles and it is weight upon molecular weight. So this is how I am now replacing 6.022 by Na. So I will be getting it as 2Na. And it is very clear that in one H2O there are 2H and 1 O. Therefore for 18 gram of H2O there will be 1 Avogadro equal to O and 2 Avogadro equal to H. Now talking about proton, we know that there are 1 proton in 1 hydrogen, so 2 for 2 hydrogen, and 8 in oxygen, so 10 proton. So 10 multiply by 18 divide by 18 into Avogadro, I will end it as 10 Na. Similarly for electron 10, but here neutron is very important beta. Hydrogen has no neutron, so only 8 neutrons are there in oxygen, so 8 multiply by 18 divide by 18 into Na, that will end up as 8 Na of neutrons. So this is how mole concept is very important in learning things. But remember, if people give you 90 gram of water and ask you to calculate, nothing to worry. 90 divided by 18 into Na. So your answer will be 5 times Na. So I am giving you few questions to solve. Kindly solve them. Calculate the number of molecule, atom, proton, electron and neutron. All. For the first example, CH4, it will be 16 gram and 80 gram. I'm giving you two different questions. You calculate for 16 gram also and for 80 gram also. Number two, second question. You also calculate for H2SO4 98 gram. You calculate for HNO3 63 gram. You calculate for SO2, but over here you have to calculate for 640 grams. And last one you calculate for CO2, you have to calculate for 440 gram, 220 gram and 88 gram. Over here, be very careful while calculating number of protons, number of electrons for all these questions. Let us see how can you solve this. With this, I am very much clear that in this third chapter, if we try to look over, we don't know that if we have left anything important. So what I am doing now is I am leaving up to you to solve all the exercise questions in this particular section, and then if you have any doubts you can approach me. But till I know, I have given you a very short method rather than these long methods, so go with my methods and come up with the doubts. So I'll wait for your doubts and then we'll go with something more interesting in the foundations of chemistry. As and when you know the addresses are flashing, you can contact me anytime for your doubts. Great.